So this is church history again. I found a hard time to find an Italian woman, but I found someone from France who actually lived in Italy. So she's called Renée of France. She was the niece of the King of France, Francis I, and she was given as a bride to a Duke Hercules of the Estense Duchy in Ferrara, Italy, as a part of a political deal. This was normal. Being a French woman in Italy was not easy. She had interest in faith, and she became of Protestant sympathies. In 1536, she hosted John Calvin in Ferrara under a false name, and he and she corresponded for 30 years. The letter of Ferrara, of Renée, remained, and actually my husband, has translated them and they're published in Italian, and but she destroyed every single letter. So we can guess her correspondence through the letter that remained with Calvin. Calvin also dedicated the institutes of the Christian religion to the uncle of Renée. In her court, she always managed to have Protestant pastors and mentors for the children and for herself, and she gave rise to a Protestant fellowship who met regularly in the castle of Ferrara. She faced many problems because of her Protestant faith, especially when she refused to take the Eucharist in the context of a state highly devoted to the religion and the politics of the Pope. Because of her position of influence, though, she gave shelter to Italian Protestants who were suffering for being persecuted by the Inquisition, and tried to defend and to protect them. In one instance, she tried to save the life of a Protestant baker, Fanino Fanini. She risked her position in the duchy because of that, and in her family. Despite of her plights, Fanino was burnt in her home at the stake in the castle in her courtyard. After the death of her husband, she returned to France on the castle of Montargis, where she protected the persecuted Huguenots there. Renata is remembered in the town of Ferrara as a strong, intelligent, independent woman who lived in a very difficult time. Her love for learning, a spiritual journey are still inspiring many. One street in the city center is named after her. Her residence in Ferrara is the rectorate of the University of Ferrara, out of her hunger for learning. There's a private chapel in the castle that is called the Protestant Chapel. And there's a tiny, small evangelical Protestant church in Ferrara that is gladly associated to her.